That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that my mommy. I will never give my heart to it. I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different, that's why the money in the bag.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, a very good defense will be on the field. The Texans are the least scored on team in the league, and they'll be up against a Colts offense that will need to rise to the occasion.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 57 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. This is Marlon Mack, the rookie from South Florida. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
2nd down following the run. Staying on the ground with Mack. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Mack. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Here's Mack. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 3rd and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the 1? That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. First down, it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for the Texans. 47 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged.
Touchdown! Houston. Lamar Miller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Play fake to Turbin. Now Love. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carlos Watkins in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. In his 5th year from UCLA, here's Jeff Locke to kick it away. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans take possession. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it here with Hunt. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Akeem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Play action. It's Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
They'll fake it. Now Luck. Looking deep downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Underneath for Miller. Miller with first down. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's Luck. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
On 1st and 10, Luck. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Now a carry from Mack. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Swoop, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway point of the season with the Lions and Packers from Lambeau. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And some room. And he loses the football a second time. And the Colts pick it up. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Off of play action, Luck. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. The play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And the Colts pick it up.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Second down, here's Love. Escapes the defender. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 24 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
8 yards there on a first down.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Here's one. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Covington in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Terrell Basham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
To throw on second is Watson. And he's going to go down again. Jonathan Hankins in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught at the 25. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Over the middle, Dorsett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
10 more there and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First and goal. Defense with her back. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Eric Swoop with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Let's go.
On first down, Watson. And this is incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Flex round. Flex round. Check safety. Check safety. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On first and 10, Watson going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continue.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Basham in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
To throw is Watson. Looking to throw on second down. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. And shedding through the tackle. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep for Hilton, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he's got room. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will score. It's a touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run with Mack. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Whitney merciless. Able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes the Texans now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. A first down carry now for Miller. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. From the gun, here's Savage. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Henry Anderson with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Shane Lechler now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing on third down, Luck. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it's helped his legs along the way as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw on second down is Luck. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a handoff looking right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. The Colts on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Locke. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way. So
they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 3rd down, it's Mack. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes them.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly at the 38-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Play action. It's Locke. And some room to roam now. And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A shotgun snap for Love. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Carlos Watkins getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Love. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Jeff Locke now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 76 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
They go play action here on first down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Locke. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw is Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. On the run, it's Robert Turbin. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They run the counter now on 1st down. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And now it's 2nd and goal. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? for the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is. He better figure it out. And tough starting field position here. Now a carry for the fullback. This is Jay Prosch. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Watch it now, Barney. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Gun. Set. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Texans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, 90. Watch it now, Barney.
Savage now to throw. Going up top for Miller. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. The 20. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Joe Flacco, good game throwing the ball, over 300 passing yards. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do
can't pull
have
it
a
together,
flag
finish
down.
boy lie.
Let's check in with our referee. Luck on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. On second down, here's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Forced out and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now in desperation, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. Room here to run. run. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. One last throw here for Locke. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a concept.
Man, too broke to pay attention. Man. Yeah.